Alright, welcome back. On this video, I want to talk about what people want to talk about. Do you know what people want to talk about? Let me give you the acronym. What people want to talk about is WIIFM. You ever heard that? That stands for what's in it for me. Am I right? They will listen to you, but they want to know what's in it for me. So when you're sharing information or you're trying to relate to somebody, you're trying to connect with somebody, if you're able to understand that is what they're interested in, they'll listen to you, but at the end of the day, they will need, why am I need to know this? Why am I listening to you? What's in it for me? So you want to give them some information that will move the needle in what they're trying to do, or what is in it for them. Now, how do you do that? There are several ways you can do that online. One of the ways is you can ask questions. You can post something online and ask, so do you like this or do you like that? Right? Do you like A, B, C, or D? And then you'll know, right? But guess what? Facebook is saying they're not having that anymore. They are cutting back on that because they consider that spamming. So be mindful that you don't want to do any spamming on Facebook. You don't want to be bringing any of that to the table because that is not good, and they will whack you off. And you have to remember that when you have a business online and you're on a platform like Facebook, or you're on a platform that you don't own, then they can cut you off at any time. And then if you're generating money from that system and you do something that cross the line, then they'll cut you off and no more money. It's like that day you will stop making money. If you're making thousands of dollars a month, wow, they will cut you off, and you have to know that. And there, the terms of service changes occasionally, when they wanted to. So because they run that, they own that. So be mindful that you want to have a platform that's yours. Like the platform my system is on is called WordPress. Now WordPress, if they won't shut down my system because my system is my system. I pay for the hosting through another process, but the WordPress blog is mine. I own that. That's why when you collect your emails are yours. That no matter what happens to anybody's system, you own those emails. You own that list, and you own that relationship with that list. So just think about that in terms of longevity, right? As you continue to grow your list from 0 to thousands of subscribers, then you continually sending out emails on a regular basis to those people with different information, different content, based on what you like. Because see, they're there because of what you like or what you represent, what you brought to the table, what you brought to them. They didn't know about you or what you were doing until you came on the scene, right? And then boom, now they like it, and then they like you. So now that they like you and like it, then when I present a product in front of them that may help them, then they'll buy, chances are. But another point about having that email list is if I wanted to ask my email list questions about what they like, I can do that without Facebook, without any other platform shutting my system down because of spam, because I'm not spamming these people. This is my list. This is my bank, in other words, right? This is my people. This is my relationship with my people. That's why I say be authentic, be yourself, because people can tell if you're, not really true to what you're saying. And I know I can. I can kind of read mannerisms and all that good stuff. And I'll say, well, you know what? I see some game in that. I'm not saying he doesn't have good information. I'm saying I see game in it, so I'm not going to be too much beyond just listening, right? But chances are I won't even listen long because my mindset goes to where I consider things valid, and I consider validity means value to me. If it's valid, then what they're saying makes sense, and if it makes sense, I want to learn it because, especially if it's in line with what I'm doing, because it'll speed up the process. Because just imagine if you're doing like say. When you have a business, understand business, you are responsible for that business, not that person right there with their feet kicked up on the sofa. They don't care whether you get up and do what you need to do or not. You have to do that. So you have to put systems in place to make it as quick and easy and efficient as possible, right? And you'll be able to do that over time. You can't do it like today because you don't know everything that's necessary. You can't do it next week because you don't know everything that's necessary. You don't understand it yet. But you can start today. And when you start today, what happens is you'll know more next week than you did today and continue on, right? And if what you're starting to learn today you already like, the likelihood of you continuing to learn it rises real high. But this is the thing about that. You'll become a different person. Are you ready to become a different person? Because it's going to require a commitment to do that. You're going to have to commit to something you're not doing today. You're going to have to become somebody that you're not today. Like when I started doing these videos, I didn't know video. I didn't know anything about it. I did not know that I like this type of back and forth. But I love it because it allows me to be me, and I'm a speaker. So I like to talk, and I have to hear myself speak so that I know that I'm making sense, if I'm in front of an audience, right? So it kind of lines up with what I do or what I eventually feel that I'll be paid highly for, and it's what I believe that will happen. And if it doesn't happen, it's okay. It's the journey that I was telling you about on the video a couple of videos ago. It's the journey. But see, this is the way it works. The universe can't deny what I want. It can't deny that. If it's any stopping involved with that, it's me. And most of that is self, because a lot of times you get right to the door and you can get in, you can go in, but because of who you are or what you doubt about yourself, you won't go. You will not go. But you don't realize that the freedom that you want is right on the other side of that. You've been working hard to get to this door. Now you're at the door. You're at the door. You just need to go in, but you won't. But you won't. But you have nobody to blame but yourself. But just because you won't right now don't mean that you won't eventually. Don't think that just because, you said, well, I talked myself out of it that time, that you're going to continue to talk yourself out of it. Because you won't. You'll either do it or you'll go in another direction. Right? Because that's how it works. And that's the way it should work. Because we create our own world. We do that. The world don't create us. We create the world that we live in. I believe. Now, I want to use that little caveat because, just because I believe that don't mean other people believe that. But I truly believe that where you are today is a direct in relationship to what you did or what you thought about or what you, didn't do. That's the way it works. All right, I'm not going to take up much time on this video because remember, I'm on a 200 video in 1 year commitment. Now, I've done 90 videos in 90 days, 50 videos in 50 days, but I've never done 200 videos in 365 days. And this year, I've decided to do that. I've committed to do that. I'm going to bring a lot of different information, a lot of different value. And over that time, remember this, at the end of this 200 videos, I will not be the same person I am today. Just like I told you. I will be someone different. I will have a lot of content that's available to do what I want to with. I'm making videos out the yin yang, right? So imagine that growth. I've already got 600 something videos on YouTube. I'm doing 200 this year. These are going to be more impactful, have more value, more knowledge based, because I'm there now. It took a while to get there, but I'm not stopping. And if you hadn't started, I'm telling you, start. You can do it, and I can help you. SpeakerLarry.com.